Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Klaviyo profile from new Google Sheets tables row. So I manage a financial consultancy firm and I manually enter my lead or client details in Google Sheets tables row. So here in this case, I want whenever I add a new lead or client details in my Google Sheets table row, automatically using that detail, a new profile should be created in my Klaviyo account for that lead or client so that I can ensure that my client or lead receives timely updates, financial insights and exclusive offers all through personalized emails. So here to build this connection, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Klaviyo profile from new Google Sheets tables rows. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I manage a financial consultancy firm and I manually enter client or lead details into my Google Sheets table whenever a new client onboards or expresses interest in our services. So in this case, I want whenever I add a new client or lead details in my Google Sheets table row, automatically a new profile for that lead should be created in my Klaviyo account. So here to build this connection, I need to connect my Google Sheets and my Klaviyo account. And by building this connection, I can automatically create a new subscriber in Klaviyo every time I update my Google Sheets table row with client information. So this automation streamlines our client communication process, ensuring that every new lead and client receives timely updates, financial insights, and exclusive offer through personalized emails. This integration helps maintain efficient client engagement, provide relevant information, and build strong, long-lasting relationships based on trust and expertise. So here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect and you can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to connect my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Klaviyo profile from new Google Sheets table row. And here I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect. So moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a new workflow. And here on my screen, you can see two most important principles of an automation process that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets. So here I'm going to use Google Sheets in place of any other data storing platform because it's easy to access from anywhere and great for working together. It's free, works well with other Google apps and has lots of helpful features. Plus, it's super simple to use. So here in my Google Sheets trigger, I'm going to select my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row. And here you can see we have received a webhook URL. That means we are going to use this webhook URL to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. Now moving to my Google Sheets, and here you can see the spreadsheet which I have created with the name Lead Management. And here you can see I have inserted a table over here where you can see I have taken some fields such as first name, last name, company, email, phone number, source and status. Basically here what I want is that whenever I'm going to add a new lead details in this table, automatically that detail should be captured in Pabbly Connect. So here we are going to build a connection between our Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. And to build this connection, what we are going to do is that we are going to click on this extensions option given over here. And from here we are going to select add-ons, and under add-ons we are going to select get add-ons. And then you will receive a Google Workspace Marketplace window where you have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And after searching for Pabbly Connect webhook, you have to install this add-on in your Google Sheets so that you can connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So here as you can see, it is already installed in my Google Sheets. So I'm going back, and now after installing this add-on, you have to follow the same steps. And after the successful installation of that add-on, you have to click on this extensions again, and then you will be able to see an option that is Pabbly Connect webhooks over here. Now from here you have to click on this initial setup. And here under initial setup, you can see it is asking me for webhook URL and trigger column. So here for the webhook URL, we are going to enter the webhook URL which we copied from the Pabbly's window. And now here after entering the webhook URL, here it is asking for trigger column. So the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see my last data column is column G. So here my trigger column is going to be column G. And now here after entering this webhook URL and trigger column, I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up our webhook URL. Now here after setting up the webhook URL, you have to follow another very important step so that whenever you are going to add a new data in your Google Sheets or Google Sheets table, automatically that response will be shared to that webhook URL. So here to perform that step, you have to click on this extensions again. And from here you have to select Pabbly Connect webhooks, and under Pabbly Connect webhooks you have to turn on this send on event. So it's a very important step, so make sure you don't miss it out. And now here after successful setup of this webhook URL, here I'm going to tell you another very important thing, that is here you can see that I have created this Google Sheet table and I have taken my table headers in row 1. And now I'm going to add the lead details in row 2. So here make sure that you keep your table headers at row 1 only. So now moving back to Pabbly's window, and here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to add a new record in our Google Sheets table. So for that, let me take you back to my Google Sheets. And here I'm going to enter a dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as dummy, last name as lead, company as Pabbly, email as dummy123@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to enter the phone number, and here I'm going to select the source as website and the status as hot lead. So as soon as I'm going to enter the data in this last column, automatically this response is going to be captured in Pabbly Connect. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's window. And here you can see we have successfully received a response here where we have received the status as hot lead, spreadsheet name as lead management. Moving forward, here we have received the phone number, last name as lead, first name as dummy, email as dummy123@pabblytudes.com, and company as Pabbly. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger. Now let's move to action step, and here I'm going to select my action application as Klaviyo. So Klaviyo is an email marketing platform that helps businesses send targeted emails and messages to their customers. It's known for its powerful tools that let you personalize your marketing efforts based on customer behavior and preferences. People use Klaviyo because it makes it easy to create email campaigns that are more relevant and effective. Whether you are running an online store, a small business, or a large enterprise, Klaviyo allows you to automate your marketing, track results, and build stronger relationships with your audience through email and other channels like SMS. It's all about reaching the right people with the right message at the right time, helping businesses grow and succeed in their marketing efforts. So here in my Klaviyo action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a profile, so that whenever a new client or lead detail is added in my Google Sheets table row, automatically a new profile should be created under my Klaviyo account. And now here to connect my Klaviyo with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Klaviyo account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Klaviyo. Here I'm going to select the latest date and now I'm going to click on the save. And now here it is asking for a review. So I'm going to click on this continue. And from here I'm going to select my current account. And then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we easily got connected because here I was already logged in my Klaviyo account. So to build an easy connection, make sure you are already logged in your Klaviyo account. So moving back to Pabbly's window. And now here after building a successful connection, moving forward. And now here it is asking me for email address, phone number and some other fields. So here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response I have received in my trigger step. Mapping makes a text dynamic so that whenever a new response is going to be captured in Google Sheets, automatically this previously existing details will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the client's email address. So this is the email address. And now here I'm going to map the phone number. But now here in the instruction you can see enter the phone number here, example this. That means I have to insert a country code before this number. So here I'm going to enter my country code manually because here all my clients and customers are from the same country, that is India. So here I've entered my country code. Moving forward. Here this external ID is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. Here I'm going to map the first name. Here I'm going to map the last name. Moving forward, here in the organization, I'm going to map the company name. Moving forward, here this title, image, address line, city, country, latitude, longitude, region, zip, time zone, IP and key are not a required field. So here I'm going to leave them blank. But if you want to add any other detail, then you can do it as per your need. And now here after entering all the required data, I'm going to click on this save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new profile in our Klaviyo account. So now let's go and check it. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new profile with the name dummy lead, email as dummy123@pabblytudes.com and a random phone number. So with this we have successfully set up our automation. Now let's test our automation with a real-time example to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, we are going to add a new detail in our Google Sheets, and for that let me take you back to my Google Sheets. So now here I'm going to enter another dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the first name I'm going to enter the name as Smart, last name as User, company as Pabbly, email as smart123@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to enter a random phone number. Here I'm going to select the source as Facebook and status as cold lead. So here I've successfully added all the details. So now let's go and check our Klaviyo account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new profile here with the name Smart User, email as smart123@pabblytudes.com and a random phone number. So with this we have successfully tested our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as Google Sheets and an action as Klaviyo, so that whenever a new row is added in a Google Sheets table, automatically using that detail, a new profile should be created for that lead in my Klaviyo account. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.